जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी, जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी, यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन, यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन, यमुनातीरवनचारी, यमुनातीरवनचारी, जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद, जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद, निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल, निताय गौर हरि बोल। हरे कृष्णा।
That was very nice, Haribol. So, devotees, now let us read the auspicious Mangala Charan. Asha Mataji, would you like to recite Mangala Charan if you are familiar?
Right now I'm driving, so
Okay.
I can do that.
Okay, sure, no problem. Please be careful, be alert. You are driving. Raghu Prabhu, you want to try?
Yeah, certainly I can do it. Hare Krishna, devotees. Om Ajnanatimrandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmritam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Datati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Utapalkamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Saganat Larita Sri Vishakan Vitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpat Rupyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktarinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna.
Haribol Prabhuji, very nice, Prabhu. So, devotees, we are in chapter 12. We are reading Subal Prabhu. Is 17 the right verse number?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, so Krishna is after the universal form, display of the universal form, Arjuna has asked a very, very important question: how to worship Krishna? Because he saw so many things in the Vishwarupa. So it's a very practical, logical question that how can he perceive Krishna? He has seen Lord Shiva, he has seen Brahma, he has seen all the Munis, he has seen his forefathers, he has seen his father, he has seen all the creation manifestations. So when you see all this at once, the question is that then how do you interact with that kind of an entity? So Krishna is very nicely taking through a journey of how to really interact with him, how to perceive him, how to realize Krishna. So 12.2 is saying that you worship me as I am, which is the two-handed Shamasundara form at the battlefield. And then he would say, if you cannot do that, then he would say, take up the entire manifestation, which is kind of a Brahman realization. Then he would follow it up with saying that it is a very difficult path. The downfall from that kind of process is much more than which is going to explain from 12.8, which is the Bhakti Yoga. So he says that surrender the mind and the intelligence to him. Then he is saying, if you cannot do that, at least follow the regulative principle, which we are trying to do. The chanting, following the 4 regulative principles, honoring prasadam, association with devotees. Then he's saying, if you cannot even do that, then he says, work for Krishna. Even if you don't consider Krishna the Supreme Lord, just work for him. Help other devotees who are working for Krishna, helping a temple, helping senior devotees and Guru Maharaj. There are even in ISKCON right now, so many Guru Maharaj, they travel with some of the very new devotees. They want to just serve. They may not know all the philosophy, but they want to serve saintly people. So he's saying, do that. Then he's saying, if you cannot do that, he's saying, at least do some social, renounce all your deeds. That is also a good way of self-realization. Then he's saying, at least do some social work. Build hospital, build even education. That's not the best way, but that is also a good form of spiritual advancement. So then finally in 15 and 16, he is saying that 15 is saying a devotee, again, he's coming back to the devotional path. He's saying why it is much better, more efficient. He's saying that that person will not cause any harm to others, and he will also face all any challenges with kind of a equanimous. He will be very, very equal. Panditaha samadarsina. He will accept everything as Krishna's arrangement. That is one thing. Then for the last 2-3 verses, we would see Krishna is consistently talking about Yo mad bhakta same priyaha. That means the bhakta is very dear to me. He's repeatedly saying this. Even in 15, he said that. 16, he is repeating. And 17 also is going to repeat that. My devotee who is not dependent on the ordinary course of activities, who is pure, expert, without caste, free from all pains, and not striving for some result is very dear to me. So devotees, now the question is that why is Krishna repeating it so many times? Any thoughts, devotees, why Krishna is doing that?
I think, I mean, these qualities that he's talking about are very important. So he has to keep on stressing it so that it gets into our head. So that, that's what I think.
Yes, Prabhu, that's a very good answer. It's like a mother. A mother tells her children, come back by 8. Then after 10 minutes, she will again say, don't forget, come back by 8. We're going to have dinner together. Then again, after some time, she would say, I told you, right? Don't forget. We'll have dinner with everybody. Your brother, your father, we'll all sit down. It's the same message is the same. It's alert because as the children, we really don't take Krishna's message very seriously. We forget. Krishna is saying so many things. Oh, he's talking about some bhakti. It doesn't register in our mind. So that's why he keeps on repeating that become a devotee, it's very important. So 16 years said, Yo me bhakta, very it? Yo mad bhakta, sa me priya. So let us see what he's going to say in 17. That is today's word. Devotees, who can read this? And Vandana Mataji, is it Mataji or Prabhu?
I'm sorry, I cannot. Sorry.
Okay, Hare Krishna. Who can read? Mahesh Prabhu, you want to read?
I'm able to read. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, please go ahead, Mataji.
Okay. Yo na hasat no yo na hasati na desti na sochati na kankshati shubha shubha parityagi bhakti manya same priyaha.
Very nice, Mataji. Who else can read? Our Bhakti Mataji.
Can I read the Prabhuji? Yeah.
Definitely, Prabhu.
Yeah. Yo na drishyati na dveshti na shochati na kankshati shubha shubha parityagi bhakti manya same priyaha. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Very nice, Prabhu. Very good, Prabhu. Who else?
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Shall I read, Prabhuji?
Definitely, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. Yo na hrushyati, na dveshti, na sochati, na kankshati, shubha shubha parityagi, bhaktiman yah same priyaha. Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji.
Very nice, Prabhu. Haribol. Who can read synonyms and translation, devotee? One devotee can read synonym translation, then another devotee can read the purport. Not a very long purport, but I think very, very important. Krishna is talking about the qualities of such a person who follows devotional path. Very important.
I can read Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Haribol, Hare Krishna, Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Accept my humble obeisances. Synonyms: Yaha, one who; na, never; Rishyati, takes pleasure; na, never; Dveshti, gripes; na, never; Sochati, laments; na, never; Kankshati, desires; Subha, of the auspicious; Ashubha, and the inauspicious; Parityagi, renouncer; Bhakti Mama, devotee; Ya, one who; Sa, he is; me, to me; Priyaha, dear. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. One who neither rejoices nor grieves, who neither laments nor desires, and who renounces both auspicious and inauspicious things. Such a devotee is very dear to me. Back to Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, very nice, Mataji. Devotees, as we are seeing the past at least 3-4 verses, Krishna is very clearly saying that bhaktas are very dear to him. Repeatedly. So this is very significant. It doesn't mean the jnanis and the yogis and the other dhyanis, they are inferior. But we can see that Krishna has got a very special preference for the devotees. Let us see one more thing here. In 16 also, he mentioned Yomad Bhakta Samaya Priya, and before that also, in 15, he did mention Mukto Ya Sa Cha Me Priya. So It's very clear. And now in 17 is giving more explanation the qualities of the devotees. So devotees, why not one of us read the purport?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I can read.
Sure.
A pure devotee is neither happy nor distressed over material gain and loss, nor is he very much anxious to get a son or disciple, nor is he distressed by not getting them. If he loses anything which is very dear to him, he does not lament. Similarly, if he does not get what he desires, he is not distressed. He is transcendental in the face of all kinds of auspicious, inauspicious, and sinful activities. He is prepared to accept all kinds of risks for the satisfaction of the Supreme Lord. Nothing is an impediment in the discharge of his devotional service. Such a devotee is very Krishna, very dear to Krishna. Hari Bol.
Hey, Bol, good reading, Mataji. You want to expand on this purport translation?
I can try, Prabhuji. Srila Prabhupada here is just uh, he's saying Krishna. For Krishna, like you were saying, bhaktas are very priya, but especially more dear to him is the devotee who remains calm and stable and focused on his bhakti, and who has surrendered to Krishna, no matter if there is happiness or sorrow in his life. Similarly to the shlokas, especially shlok 15 that we read yesterday, and that he's prepared to face everything, because for him what matters is that Lord Krishna is satisfied, and that's all that matters to him. That if the Lord is satisfied, if what I'm doing is in service for the Lord, then that devotee is happy no matter what the circumstances, is what I understood, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Very nice, Mataji. That's a good reflection. Devotees, any more thought on this? Krishna is giving a lot of qualities here. Hrishyati takes pleasure. He never takes pleasure. Never dveshti, grieves. There are no grievances. Never sochati, he never laments. Never kankshati, never desires no kind of a desire except the desire to serve the Lord. Subha, auspicious. Ashubha, and the inauspicious. Parityagi, renunciation. Bhaktiman, very important devotees. All the time he is giving a title also, Bhaktiman. Devotee, yeah, one who is very dear to Priya. So as we can see, it's very difficult, even for devotees who are practicing the Krishna consciousness, cultivating such qualities require a lot of commitment, shraddha, and sadhana. That's why Krishna is in 12:9 is talking about how to, surrendering the mind and the intelligence is the highest form. But it's very difficult. That's why it's giving all the other options. And many of us might fall into 12:9 and 12:10, where we do it by our activities, devotional services. But still, even in that process, that cultivating these qualities require a lot of association, a lot of practice. So, devotees, why not we take a couple more comments on this? What do you all think? Have we all cultivated this? Do we take any personal pleasure, happiness in serving even Krishna? Sometimes we do. When we sing Kirtan, and when somebody says, hey, it was a good Kirtan, we feel a little bit pride. And somebody says, hey, it was not good, or you don't get any compliment, you feel little, kind of disappointed. oh, I'm doing so many seva, but nobody is really appreciating me. Actually, a pure devotee, advanced devotee, will have no such thought because all his activities is for Krishna. So it is Krishna. If Krishna accepts it, that's it. He doesn't really, he's not paying too much attention to other kind of thoughts or comments from anybody else. So, devotees, any more thoughts on this? Are we really out of all this? Do we lament? Anyone here who laments, devotees, that we did not get something or we were not able to do something?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Very good.
So the devotee, the pure devotee, they're only thinking in their inner heart. They always thinks about Krishna, how to please Krishna, how to serve Krishna, how to preach his Krishna's glories, how to preach Krishna's activities, qualities. So that's why devotee does not care about their distress, their happiness. Everything is equal to them because they are totally involved, engaged. The pure devotee always engaged in their service. So as Srila Prabhupada, the great example, he had so many troubles, so many challenges he had when he came to United States. Even when he was traveling for 3 months, yesterday I was mentioning that he was in the cargo ship, and the cargo ship is not like regular ship. It's a lot of goods packed in that ship, not for the people to travel. But Prabhupada did not care about that. He just wanted to preach and wanted to follow his guru's instructions. And that's why Prabhupada had no complaint. And whenever someone asked, he said like, I am just following my guru's instructions. I'm just instrument. So he showed so big example in ISKCON, and he built this ISKCON. ISKCON is the GBC, is his body, Prabhupada's body. So much he gave us, and all the acharyas in their life, when we'll read about their life, they are also so very, very deep, their realization and their life. Actually, they live with Bhagavad Gita, their instructions and instructions of Lord Krishna. They live with it, and because of that, we able to get the association of the books where Prabhupada wrote so many good books, as well as our acharyas Sanatan Goswami, Rupa Goswami, Bhakti Vinod Thakur. So it's so many. As for example, they have so many books written for us to purify us. That's that was their goal in this life. And as a living entity like me, as a fallen soul, yes, what you ask, Prabhuji, do we lament whether getting anything? Yes, always, like if I don't get in my what I desire, I feel unhappy. But as I'm in association with the devotees, what I was 8-9 years ago, I think it's changed. My inner consciousness has changed because of the association of devotee, because of the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. So it's so devotee always Krishna consciousness, and with the devotees and with Krishna consciousness, we can change ourselves, our nature. Back to Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Very good. Very nice, Mataji. Yeah, definitely. I always think how, of course, Srila Prabhupada is an exceptional personal messenger of Krishna. Maybe very difficult for us to even remotely trying to, what I'm saying, not compare. We can be inspired by Srila Prabhupada's activity. But as you mentioned, at the age of 70, traveling in a cargo ship for almost 40 days, think about what kind of situation you would have been. What would he take as prasadam? Who would serve him prasadam? Right? And having had 2 heart attacks, it's all impossible. I mean, unless Krishna had personally blessed Srila Prabhupada, which we knew that he was blessed by Krishna. So, however, here what Krishna is saying is that how to cultivate this kind of like a Srila Prabhupada's mood, how to do that. Even sometimes we see that in Chaitanya Charitamrita, there is something called Krishna in chapter 6 is explained how can be a good what is that verse? Chanchalam hi manaha Krishna. Arjuna says, Krishna, it's very difficult. I cannot surrender my mind. I cannot control it. Krishna says, Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyana grayate. That means 2 things. Abhyasa, practice, then vairagya, meaning detachment. How do we cultivate that detachment? Now, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has explained there are 2 types of vairagya. One is Markata vairagya, which is also a vairagya, but there is some a tinge of personal gratification is there. For example, somebody would say, I'm going to follow Ekadashi. Then they will do it, they will inform everybody, I'm going to fast, I will not eat this, I will not eat that. And it will become a big, family affair. And everybody is asking, how are you doing this and things like that. So there is a lot of personal, actually, Ekadasi, you just keep quiet. Don't talk about too much about what you are going to eat or not eat, and just meditate upon Lord Hari, Lord Krishna. That is what is. Then the actual Vairagya is Yukta Vairagya. Just thinking about Krishna and do your job. Not even a small tinge of personal sense gratification. So that is also very important, devotees, that how do we do that? Association is one good thing. Following the senior devotees is another thing. Following Guru Maharaj is, all our Guru Maharaj, think about them. When Srila Prabhupada came, most of them were Westerners, Americans, Europeans, and they had no idea, understanding of what is this Vedic culture and lifestyle, who is Krishna. But they changed. They all become 100% pure. And many of them took sannyasa very immediately, within a year, within 2 years of them meeting with Srila Prabhupada. How did this all happen? Of course, it had divine intervention. Krishna had made such arrangement that Srila Prabhupada would appear in the Western world and many thousands of devotees will become his disciples. So that was his arrangement. But that kind of a complete attachment, complete conviction on Krishna is very important. For devotees, I don't know if I can be qualified as a devotee, maybe an aspiring devotee. I also have conviction, but not that 100% pure, that everything will be taken care of by Krishna. Like Pandavas had, like our Bhakta Prahlad had. Bhakta Prahlad was very young, 5 years, 6 years. His only thought was, even when his father Hiranyakashipu, the demon, he rolled him over the hilltop, his only mind was that, oh, Hari lives in my heart. I'm praying that Hari doesn't get hurt. That was his prayer. Amazing prayer. Even in the most adverse situation, a devotee is thinking about only serving the Lord. And how about Parikshit Maharaj? When Parikshit Maharaj came to know that he has been cursed to leave his body within 7 days, he didn't get upset at all. He was the king. He was the king of this whole world. He said that that's fine. Why? His philosophy was that Krishna gave me this life because Parikshit was about to be killed with the Brahmastra by Ashwatthama at the end of the Mahabharata war. But Krishna personally intervened, he saved Parikshit. That is why he called the name even Parikshit, because Parikshit Maharaj had already seen Krishna in his mother's womb. So when he was born, He was looking for Krishna. Parikshat meaning examining. He was examining all the faces. Where is Krishna? I'm not able to see Krishna at all. That is why he was named Parikshat. So all these devotees are all classic example, which is mentioned in the scripture, how to cultivate that they don't get disturbed by anything. Pandavas, they were, all the Maharathis, they were all kings. They lost everything within, one evening, everything is gone. Not only gone, they are dishonored also. And they had to go to the Vanavas for almost 13 years. But they took it, this is all Krishna's arrangement. That kind of an conviction, that kind of a devotional kind of an attachment with Krishna. Yes, Mahesh Prabhu.
Prabhuji, very nice discussion. Thank you very much about this. I have a doubt here a little bit. I mean, it's not doubt, I will say, but here, like, it is really difficult. Means like to find a person who doesn't have any desires or who doesn't grieves. Means at least some desire will be there. Some grievances will be there too. Because since we are not all pure devotees, and also about the like auspicious and inauspicious things. Since I'm on the path of a devotion, and we have to be away from inauspicious things, right? And here little bit we are saying that we should be renouncing both auspicious and inauspicious. So means this is not definitely like we are the free pass to do like inauspicious things to us, right? As a devotee. So how to balance all these since we are like on the path and we are not at there, and still we have to be like some guardrails are required, right? So what should we do and how we should do? That's my question.
It's a question everybody has got on their mind, Prabhu. Every devotee has asked this question in their mind. They've asked this question to other devotees, senior devotees. They've asked this question many times to all the senior sannyasis, Maharaj, when they travel. How do you balance it? So the balancing is that whatever you want to do, Prabhu, let us say you are a golfer, okay? If you're a golfer, you will try to spend more time with other golfing associates, right? Because you want to learn. Or if you're a musician, you'll be in that group where you want to learn how to play different instrument or how to sing in the proper way. And or if you're for that matter, anything. If you're in the business, you will be with the other business people. Even a drunkard, an alcoholic, he'll be with only other alcoholics. He's not going to sit in the temple and thinking that how can I drink, right? So everybody is looking for association. Chaitanya Charitamrita again says, Anukulasya Sankalpa Pratikulasya Varjanam. Meaning, you create your habits, your process, the daily activities that we do, more and more towards Krishna consciousness. It's only a process, Prabhuji. It can happen in an overnight, or it may take a lifelong or many births also. But today, we are all gathered, at least we have some understanding what to do. Now, the next question is that how much can we do? Right? The more and more we do. Initially, when I joined ISKCON, I never used to attend home programs at all. Maybe once in 2 months or 3 months. And I was attached with the temple, with the Guru Maharaj, with a lot of senior devotees. But for some reason, I was not very inspired. So it started like, attending even temple. I used to go like maybe once in 3-4 months. Never used to attend any of the festivals or program. And then slowly I started getting a taste. And I never used to even honor prasadam devotees, even though I had access to everything. So it's only a practice, how much you do it. The sooner, the better. I'm a very late learner, very slow learner. I didn't learn like you are all doing. You're all so wonderfully, you have picked up Krishna consciousness very instantly. For me, it took a lot more time. I didn't get it in 1 day or 1 month or not even 1 year. It took me devotees almost like 7-8 years to even come to follow the practices. Not that I was doing any irregulative practices, but the way that Prabhupada has structured our lifestyle, how it has to be, chanting, follow the 4 regulative principles, associate with devotees, honor the prasadam. So this all we learn. How do we learn? By practice. The more and more do it. We did a home program once in 2 months. Now it became like once in a month. Then I started attending every week. Whenever there was a home program, I used to go and attend that. Then I started attending the temple almost every day. So that is, even though it took time, but that is how we have to do it. Other than that, if I'm left of my own devotees, there's no way I would be even today, I'll be talking about Bhagavad Gita. There is no way. But good question, Prabhu. Balancing is only practice, Prabhu, nothing else.
Practice, yeah. Yeah, no, I completely understand now. Yeah, so I think more Shravanam, Kirtanam, all those activities.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
As much as you can.
Yeah.
And Krishna has given all types of different options. Like you said, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, all Vandanam. There are so many things you can do. You can visit the temple. You can help other devotees. You can do some voluntary work, seva.
Yeah.
And yes, with that, we have to cultivate detachment also. Detachment of what? Detachment of sense gratification.
Sense gratification. Yeah.
So, then you will see it's like a light, Prabhu. The more lights you turn on, it's like opening a window. The more and more you open the window, the darkness is completely gone. But at this point, what is happening? Devotees like me, we are not opening the window door completely. We have opened it little bit. So you will get only so much sunlight, right? But Krishna is waiting there with the daylight all day for everybody. But if you're going to keep the doors closed, Krishna is not going to do anything in that situation because he wants at least that small effort from us. That is what is devotional seva service. Little bit from us. You do 1%, Krishna will do 99%. What is that 1%? Is very sincere love for Krishna. Very simple. That's why he loved the Brajvasis. Krishna could always, even when we was in Dwaraka, in a very royal palace, Krishna is always thinking about the Brajvasis. Brajvasis did not have education. They were not very wealthy or opulent, but they had the pure love for Krishna. That is what he is always looking for. More comments, devotees? Mahesh Prabhu, you want to ask anything more or you're good?
No, I think, it definitely covers my question. Yeah, correct. I'm so
Prabhu,
happy.
Prabhu, you yourself are a great example, Prabhu.
I'm not, Prabhuji.
You just do some self-analyze. Talk to you, Mataji, your wife. How your kind of a life priorities have changed. Don't you think so?
Means little bit change is there, especially like attending Bhagavad Gita classes and attending the home satsangs. Yeah, definitely wherever I have a chance, I do that. Yeah. But the other things I still need to work, like forget, like laments or like something doesn't happen, then you become angry. I don't know, like how to control that, or you grieve about that, like, oh, he said that, they said that, and all that. Yeah, even though it is not my fault, but still it feels bad. So those kind of things, I think, it will take time for sure. Yeah, Prabhuji. Yeah.
But already, Prabhu, you are very humble, Prabhu. You don't want to fully accept your very good qualities. You forgot one quality, hosting. You have got a good heart to host Krishna consciousness events at your place. It itself is a very big thing, You could just keep, stay away from this. Why it's a lot of work for me. Why I have to invite devotees and do programs, I have to prepare a week before or 2 weeks before. There is a lot of commitment, stress. I don't want to do this, but you are doing it. So, Haribol to you. Those are all great qualities. That's what is Krishna talking about. Now, again, how do we get rid of all this lamentation, desires, renunciation? It's a practice, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Krishna consciousness, Prabhuji, it is a journey and it's a destination also.
Yeah.
Not that nobody is perfect. We cannot claim that, oh, I'm chanting 16 rounds, I'm following the 4 regulatory principles, I'm associating with devotees, I'm honoring prasadam, that's it, I'm done. It's not like that. It's a continuous process. This is what is happening in Goloka Vrindavan. This mood is eternal. It's not for a limited period. It's not a vacation that we go and enjoy for some moment and then we come back to our normal lifestyle. So this is an eternal journey, and that is what is our original nature. The Atma is always hankering. Unless and until we reach that perfect stage, our heart Atma will always be hankering for something. That's why we are always restless. Because our Atma is saying, I'm not satisfied with this, with all the material, opulences. Still, why we are not happy? Because we are not finding Krishna. Any more thoughts? Pashati Mataji, you want to add more? Or Raghu Prabhuji, you want to add more? I just need 5 minutes at the end to talk about Lord Venkateshwara. I just visited Balaji, Tirupati Balaji temple a couple days back.
Haribol.
Dara Mataji, any more thoughts on this verse?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Actually, I'm more very excited to hear about Tirupati Balaji, like Darshan and your story of how travel's been. So I'm
Yes,
just
yes.
waiting on that.
Venkateramana. Govinda, Govinda. Haha.
Yeah. It's
Govinda.
in Tirupati, there are 2 things, devotees. One is the constant sound vibration of Govinda, Govinda. And if you have hair on your head, you look odd. Most of the people, they tonsure their hair. I don't know if you know that or not. Many people, they go, devotees go. It's kind of a, offering to the Lord, offering to Krishna, that give me more humility, and it's just to reduce the vanity, nothing else. So, shall we take one more final comment from this verse, and then we talk about little bit Tirupati?
Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji.
Dandavat Pranam, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, in Tirupati, I have gone to our ISKCON temple, Prabhuji.
Oh, many times, Prabhu. It's one of my most favorite temple, ISKCON temple. Amazing temple.
Tirupati.
Oh.
Prabhuji, last 10 years back, I went to the ISKCON Tirupati, Prabhuji. It is my personal, this one. One Swamiji, Mr. Leela Parayanadas, is PRO of our ISKCON temple, Prabhuji. Hello?
Yes, Prabhu, I'm listening.
He was having some work with a member of parliament regarding our ISKCON temple, Prabhuji. So I went him and I bought a car and we went to Tirupati, Tirumala, Prabhuji. On the way, he asked me, Prabhuji, I have seen you somewhere. No, Prabhuji, I am from Anantapur. I said like that. After reaching the Tirumala, he said that I have seen in 1996 with a boy. He is telling very nicely Bhagavad Gita. Who is that boy? So I told that he is my son, Prabhuji. So at that time, you have given a book to me, ISKCON book. I was studying in college. I have inspired due to that book and your approaching. And now he became PRO to our ISKCON temple, Prabhuji. It's very, very surprise to my life, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Yes, Prabhu. There are so many such episodes, Prabhu. It is said, our acharyas have said, the intervention, the meeting of a pure devotee is the purest blessing you can get. You don't want any other blessing. Like Narada
Yes,
Muni.
Prabhuji.
Whoever interacted with Narada Muni changed their complete life with them, like Valmiki. So many. Valmiki didn't have any aim in life. He was a forest thief. Narada Muni just changed it. And what was the beautiful transformation of Ratnagar to Valmiki, right? He wrote the Ramayana. So
I was also like Ratnakar Prabhuji previously.
No, we are all Ratnagar, Prabhuji. So don't.
Especially I am Prabhuji.
Don't
I used to
single
take
you out.
2 revolvers in my pocket along with my vehicle, Prabhuji. It is very shameful to me when I remember my past.
That's okay, Prabhu. Every saint has a past, every sinner has a future, Prabhu. There is a saying. There is some past. We all, we were born with some karma. So nobody was perfect when, but we learned. The question is that today, can we do something to become advanced in God consciousness, in Krishna consciousness? So that's the key thing. So devotees, very quick, going back to Tirupati trip, it is about, I believe, wherever you are staying in Chennai, it might be about 100 miles, 125 miles from Chennai to Tirupati. Now, Tirupati has got, let's see, devotees, are you able to see the picture?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So, Tirupati, there are two things. There are the 7 hills, which is called the Saptagiri. That is where the actual temple is. That is called Tirumala. Tiru means Lord Vishnu, Lord Hari, Lord Krishna, and Mala means mountain. That Lord who resides on the top of the 7 hills. So the upper hill is called Tirumala, and the down hill is called Tirupati. But overall, it is called Tirupati. So we went there, devotees. Very brief background about Lord. This is Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna himself. Our Chaitanya Chaitamrita says, Kali Kale Nama Rupe Krishna Avatara. In this Kali Yuga, Krishna does not appear in any particular form, but he appears as the Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So he is there in the Nama. However, Krishna appears many times. So one such appearance is Lord Venkateshwara. This is happening, to my best understanding, devotees, after Kali Yuga, after Krishna has ended his pastime. Kali Yuga has begun. That's about 5,000 years ago. And Lord Venkateshwara appears about 3,500 years ago. And this has got a relevance to Bhagavatam also. Many of us would have read the episode. It is in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, which is all about Krishna. And chapter 89, it talks about Bhrigu Maharaj. Many of us know the episode. Narada Muni instructs Bhrigu Maharaj doing an yajna to understand. It's called a Mahayajna. And Bhrigu Maharaj wants to do that to the highest personality. So he's thinking, who shall he do this yajna for? So first he would go to Brahma. And Brahma is his father, Bhrigu's father. So, but Brahma is very busy. Brahma has got only 312 trillion years, but he's always busy because he is doing devotional service to Krishna, Lord Hari. So Bhrigu Maharaj gets frustrated. He would curse Brahma. The curse is that nobody in this Kali Yuga, nobody will worship Brahma as a temple. Is it not true, devotees? There are no really temples for Brahma. Lord Brahma, there is no really temple. Then he would go to Shiva. Shiva is also meditating. Now, Bhrigu Maharaj will get little, frustrated again. He will curse Shiva also. What is that curse? He would say, you will never be worshipped in any form. That's why Shiva is always worshipped as in a linga, not as his personal form. Then he would go to Vishnu. He will kick on his chest. And Lord Vishnu will embrace him very, very merciful. And Bhrigu had a third eye on his feet. Lord Vishnu will massage his feet. He would say that, oh Muni, if I had done something wrong, please explain me. I want to serve you. This is Lord Krishna, Lord Hari telling. And he would remove that eye because that eye also had some ego. So by that way, what it shows is that this Lord, so very merciful Lord, he gives all opportunities. He makes himself dependent on devotees. He gives that opportunity to a devotee to correct him. Like Krishna, he enacted the Leela of complete dependency on Mother Yashoda. Krishna, who is the supreme, is not dependent on anybody, but he deliberately does it to give an opportunity to devotees to serve him. So anyhow, Bhrigu Maharaj, then he would proclaim that Lord Vishnu is the supreme of all the entities. So now what is happening is that Mother Lakshmi, she's watching all this thing and she gets upset. It is very practical, devotees. Sometimes when a husband is very powerful and somebody insults him, the husband does not take it very seriously, but the wife will remember it forever. What kind of this guy? He works under you and he's insulting you. So she would say, okay, I'm going to go and meditate. So Mother Lakshmi would appear in Kali Yuga as Padmavati. That is what is the lower hill, which is called Tirupati. She would appear there as Padmavati in search of her. This is all Leela, devotee. Somebody might ask why Vishnu has to come here in a different form and why Mother Lakshmi, why would they even have differences? But these are all to create Leelas and to deliver us in Kali Yuga. So, Lord Vishnu, Krishna, would appear as Srinivasa, as a very normal person. He would appear, then he wants to marry Padmavati, and Padmavati's father was a very powerful king of that particular place in Andhra Pradesh. And then when he comes to know this is the Supreme Lord, now he would think, how can I perform this marriage? Who can really organize a marriage for the Supreme Lord? So he wants to make it in the best, the very magnificent way. And for that, Lord Vishnu, because he comes here as a normal person, as Srinivasa, he would borrow money from Kubera. Kubera is the treasurer for all the devas. So this is called almost like 7 million Rama Mudras. It's all golden, coins he had to give to Mother Lakshmi's father. So, and since Lord Vishnu did not have any wealth, it is said that he has to repay this to Kubera within this lifetime, meaning this Kali Yuga, until Lord Vishnu comes back as Kalki. That is why this Tirupati temple is very, very popular for donation. It's still, I think, the number 1 and number 2 richest temple where everyday collection is millions of rupees, dollars. It's one of the richest temple, if not the richest. So here, this particular form, it is said that it is a Swayambhu. Even though Lord Srinivasa appeared as a normal being, this is the form. Swayambhu meaning nobody created this deity. It appeared by itself. And as we can see, it has got almost all the features of Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna. He has got the Sudarshan Chakra. In one hand, he's holding the Shan, the conch shell, but he is not holding the Gada or anything like that. This is the hand that is facing downwards. It's a blessing, free blessing in Kali Yuga. Subal Prabhu, what is he called? Kali Yuga Varda, something like that. Lord Balaji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Kali Yuga.
Yeah, that means in Kali Yuga, he will bless freely any devotee. And then the other hand is kind of kind of depicts that he will remove all the obstacles for the devotees. So this is a very powerful temple, devotees. There are 108 Divya temple, very sacred temple for Lord Vishnu. And I believe this is one of the primary temple for within that 108 temple. And this temple was initiated by Ramanuja, even though it was built much before by the Chola kings. But Ramanuja, who is a great Vaishnava devotee, he came up with all the ritual that need to happen to Lord Venkateshwara. This is a temple where the temple is open almost like 24/7. From morning, even before Mangala Aarti. There are sometimes aartis even at 2 a.m. So 24/7 it's going on. And it is said that you cannot really have a darshan of Lord Venkateshwara unless he approves it. Like Krishna has to approve, And again, this kind of Lord Vishnu, Mother Lakshmi coming down is only again a significant that the Lord is very merciful, is giving us an opportunity to go and do devotional service too. It's a very large temple, devotees, very amazing. When you get a chance, you can always visit. They have made very nice arrangement. And the lower Tirupati, which has got the ISKCON temple, it's Subal Prabhu, have you been to that temple, Tirupati?
Oh, yes, Prabhuji. Wonderful, beautiful temple with all Ashtasakis.
Oh, amazing. When they open the curtain, devotees, whether it is Mangala Aarti or during the Rajbhog Aarti or other time when the curtains are closed, you will find that you are in Goloka Vrindavan. It's such a realistic, murti, deity with Krishna, Radha, and the Ashtasakis, amazingly, and they decorate it so nice. It's an amazing experience. I have been to this temple many times. Each time, it's like a new inspiration and feeling, So that is in a very brief. That is what is Tirupati Balaji devotees. They made very nice arrangement. Both places, upper is also you can stay, but typically you can visit Tirupati and go back to Chennai within the same day. You can leave early morning, go there, have a very nice darshan. They have very different ways of you can get darshan, 30, 40 years ago, when I was much younger, a normal darshan would maybe take even 2 days. 2 days. They used to sit in the line, everything there. You have to eat even they have made cages which will run into several kilometers, like at least 2-3 miles of, compartmental cage. And devotees, and only chanting Govinda, Govinda. That's it all the time. Amazing, so inspirational. Thousands of devotees chanting the Lord's name. Amazing devotee. And Tirupati Laddu is very famous. That is one of the auspicious bhoga offered to Lord Venkateshwara all the time. So,
Prabhuji, you want more laddus? I will arrange, Prabhuji.
Actually, Prabhu, laddus you can always get. Who is going to bring it? Because it's so heavy, Prabhu.
Yes, wait.
I'm going to bring some for the devotees. It will be all very small. One laddu we have to all share, something like that. Because the laddu is quite heavy.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, so devotees, that is what is about Lord Venkateshwara. And we know that to call somebody as a Bhagwan, he has to, Bhagwan means Bhagyavan, having all the best of the best opulences. And one is wealth. He is the controller of the wealth. And it proves in this right now, devotees, in this Kali Yuga, in 2025, the richest temple is Tirupati and Padmanabha Swami temple in Kerala. In Kerala, they have not opened all the chests where the jewels are kept. They just opened one chest of those jewelries. They valued at $22 billion. Just one chest. And because of the sacred ritual, the government said that do not open the other six. Nobody knows what is there in the other six chests. Same thing with Lord Balaji, Tirupati, one of the richest. Maybe number 2 or 3 could be Vatican, Rome, they say. I'm not very sure. And how popular? Look at the Tirupati Balaji, 24 million 24 million people, devotees attend in a year. 24 million. Every day on an average, 60 to 100,000. And this moment, it is very, very auspicious. Getting darshan is very, very difficult because Vaikunta Ekadasi is going to come on December 30th. Is that the same date in ISKCON Tampa, Prabhu? Vaikunta Ekadasi. When is the next Ekadashi?
January, yes, Prabhuji.
January, really? I thought it should be in December.
December 20th, Prabhuji. Yeah, correct.
Yeah, that's what, yeah. So, that Vaikunta Ekadasi, you will not even get darshan. Not only in Tirupati, in many of the prominent Vishnu's temple, Krishna's temple. So, very nice experience, Prabhu. And the Tirupati temple ISKCON is also very, very good. Amazing. I apologize, devotees. There is some phone call.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
So, any questions or thought, devotees? Very quick. I know we are a little bit above the time, but no question, no comment.
Thank you for sharing, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. I wish I could have narrated this in a more elaborate way. It's not as simple as I narrated. It's not that just you leave Chennai and go. No, it's going to require some austerity. It's never easy in Tirupati. Whatever you do, some days, suddenly they may even stop the darshan for several hours. Nobody knows. So it's all Lord Krishna's mercy, whether we get the darshan or not. But we had a very wonderful darshan. They have opened up a new darshan. When you pay little, some donation, and if you're from out of town, they have NRI quotas also. If you have to show your passport, they'll give you a much faster darshan. And this darshan especially, they take you very close to the murtis, the deities, very close. Like I would say maybe about 2 feet from the main deity. This has started only very recently, about a year ago.
Very nice, Prabhuji.
Oh yeah, it's called Srivani Darshan.
Srivani Trust Darshan. Yeah. 10,000 each ticket.
Yeah, that's true.
हरे कृष्णा उसका उस लाइन सॉरी हरे कृष्णा गुरुजी उस लाइन का नाम क्या बोला आपने जो पासपोर्ट आप दो तो लाइन जल्दी से कर दे वो उस लाइन का नाम क्या है
No, that is one is called Sarva Darshan, meaning it's free Sarva for Darshan. Everybody. Sarva Darshan. Okay. Then there are thousands of devotees who climb through the steps because from the lower Tirupati to the Tirumala, where the actual temple is, mostly devotees go by car. It takes about 45 minutes. But you can also climb through as an austerity. Devotees, I've seen old people, 80 years, 90 years old, they cannot even stand. but they are carrying bag of rice on their shoulder and calling about Govinda. That is an amazing, amazing devotion. And what was that, Shubhala Prabhuji? Okay, NRI Darshan. Okay, NRI Darshan is there. Sarvat Darshan is there. There are so many special darshan, and then there is senior citizen darshan is there. They made very nice arrangements so that most people can get a darshan. Some of them, they walk from Chennai, like we are talking about 100 miles by walking. They will take breaks every now and they will reach there. So this kind of austerity, that is what is Balaji accepts. He accepts all those austerities. As Krishna is mentioning from 12:8 through 12:11, if we cannot really surrender our mind, our intelligence, sometimes we have to do it physically also. So when somebody does, for example, climbing through the steps, it will take much more time. It may take up to 3 to 5 hours to climb up the steps. So that is also an austerity for Krishna. So overall, it is just devotion and how much we kind of want to serve Krishna. That's it. It doesn't mean that only if you climb, you're doing seva to Krishna. It's nothing like that. But it's just an additional surrendering. Oh, very good. Who is playing that?
Very nice, Prabhuji.
Haribo.
Is it Shyam Prasad Prabhu?
No,
Mahesh
I'm not.
Mahesh Prabhu.
Mahesh Prabhu, I think so.
Actually, I opened that website. Tirupati
Prabhu,
website, sorry.
the chanting in the chanting in Tirupati is Om Namo Venkateshaya.
Venkatesha, yeah.
He's called Venkatesha also. He's got several names: Srinivasa, Vishnu. Venkatesha is one name because he's the owner of those hills. The 7 hills is called Venkata.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is his name is Venkatesha. So we'll conclude here, devotees. I'll bring Laddu definitely for all of us, and maybe one small picture of Lord Balaji. Right.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for enlightening us with the pastime of the Lord. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Haribol. So devotees, we shall conclude here. Have a wonderful Krishna consciousness weekend. And do we have any weekend programs, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji. We have a couple of them.
We'll conclude here, devotees. We shall resume on Monday. Vanchakalpatarvyasya kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. ISKCON Tampa Sankirtana ki jai. ISKCON Tampa Bhagavad Gita study ki
Ram Prabhuji ki jai.
Prabhu, where are you now? Shyam Prasad Prabhu.
Prabhu, I am in Tampa, Prabhuji. I am starting at 28th, Prabhuji, to our country.
Okay. Very good. Haribol.
Okay, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Haribol devotees. Okay. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.